Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In this one, I'm going to draw Phantom Zelda. And hey, thanks for the suggestion. Let's draw. Let's start by constructing Phantom Zelda up with his helmet. A bit of a shape like this. His chest is going to be big and powerful, and then coming back into the smaller waist. So I'm just drawing that, constructing that part up. This will be where his waist is. He has sort of like a area there. His front leg comes out and on an angle like this into his foot. Comes up into here, so directly sort of underneath there, and then his other leg comes out this way. There's his knee. And you can see that constructing it up and getting it looking proportionally correct is going to help me. Now he's got a massive shield, big rectangle. Well, it's slightly thinner as it comes down because this is closer to you. So it comes across like that, looking at the angle. Then he has his shoulder pad in there. His arm comes back here like this and around. He's going to have a horn that comes up and around. His other horn comes basically up and around like that. His face and all that sort of stuff we can draw in later on. Then he's got like this shoulder pad there. Then his arm down into his forearm. Okay, his sword comes out on an angle like this, so I'm just going to bring that out like so. Now that's sort of like the middle of his sword. I'm going to bring his sword through here. It comes out a bit there like that. Then it comes out, in, out, and then back up into there. That's why I've drawn that middle line. And it comes up, in, up, like so, and then like that. If we were to put them all on a line like that, those are parallel. If you see those lines, they're parallel to each other, so just remember that because it's on that angle. Okay, now we have his hand, so we've got a thumb here like this. Then we've got the fingers curling back in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of his palm of his hand. The sword coming through like this, nearly touching his knee, so there's a gap about there, and this will kick out a little bit further. Okay, now that I've got the base construction of Phantom Zelda, I'm going to get an outline pen and show you how to draw the rest of him. I'm going to use my 0.3 this time, and let's start with his helmet. So it comes down, cross, up, like that, cross, and there's the front section of it, like that. Then this part comes in, across. Now he's got his big chest piece, so I'm just going to bring this line around here like so, big chest, pec, whatever you want to call it. Then he's got this cool spiral on there. We can draw that later on. So here's his other pec on the other side, comes out, up, and comes back up and joins into there, like that. There's his other pec. Now he's got this shoulder piece that comes like a V shape, open V, curves around here, hits the top of the shield, comes back up into a point like that. Then we've got the side piece up and into there, and then it comes back down. Then his arm comes out of there, and that's where it'll hit the shield in a minute. Let's draw the top of the shield line here. A little corner coming down like that. This is his arm flowing through like that. And he's got some other little shapes in there. Other lines. It's a fairly detailed drawing, this one. There we go. And he's got this cool pattern on there. We'll put the patterns on after we've drawn him. So his helmet. Let's draw his horn. Pretty happy with how that horn came. It's a curve around and then it curves back like so. Little curve in and around there. So there's his horn. One horn. Helmet comes up into a point. Comes around like so. Now we've got to have a space for his eye, so that comes around there. This is his eye bit in here, comes right across to here. It's come back like that. And you see this front edge like so. He's got his two eyes in there. You see a little bit of that. A little bit of this underside here. And it kicks back, and then he's got two red eyes in there that we can draw in later on. Now his horn comes out. Curve it around. And a curved edge like so. Just made it a little bit higher. There we go. He's got some other patterns on top of his helmet, which we can put on when we add colour. Alright, now let's draw his midriff. Comes around like this. And comes into here. It's almost like a robotic character. Thanks for the suggestion from Zelda Spirit Tracks. The game. Phantom Zelda. Here's his shield. That's the outer edge of his shield. Now he's got an inner edge as well. So let's draw that. Try and keep them all the same distance if you can. Okay, got his shield. Now there's heaps of patterns in there. I'll do that at the later on. Let's get this part here looking good. So we've got one piece, and that comes down. And we've got another one that comes out like so. Little line there. It's like a thick line through there. And then this bit, bring that back around. You see a bit of the underneath edge of that. Now we've got his leg guard. Bring that around like so. Into here, into his knee pad, which is almost like a diamond shape. Another line in there. Then his foot, or his bottom of his leg, comes out like that. And then he's got his foot in here like a triangle type bit there. This comes up and in there. There's a couple of lines that come around like this. There's his leg. Now he's got his pants underneath there. And then his other foot, other leg guard. He's got some sort of purple bit there, whether that's behind. This comes down, across to his knee, which is a shape like this. Knee pad. With a diamond in the middle. Comes down, comes out, down, out like that. Let's bring that up like this. And then he's got, this one's looking a little bit more side on. And he's got the line, so a centre line there, another line off here, another line, the outside of his leg, another line through there, and one more there. Now let's draw this arm, starting with his shoulder pad. So a bit of a zigzag to there, comes down, across, back up, and then back around to there like that. Joins onto there. That's a little bit here that you see. And then there's a cool pattern in there which we can do later on. Now his arm, bring his arm out. He's got this little piece like a diamond on his elbow. This is his big forearm. He's got massive forearms. Working out by looks. 1, 2, 3 lines in there, like so. And he's got his forearm comes down, comes in. And this is where we've got his hand. So his hand's there with his thumb. So you've got one piece of his bit of his thumb, and then the other piece of his thumb there, like so. And he's got a bit of a palm, bit of a hand part there. This is his armor plate there. His sword comes down and across like that. I'm just going to bring this part of his sword there, that line up there. And because we've had it constructed up, we know where to go. Bring this part piece down, and he's got another line for his sword there. Let's finish off his handle of his sword comes through here. It's got another side of his sword there. Angle like that. Now you can see all those are the same angles. Let's finish off his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's also, they got some pattern work on here, so let's just bring some of these lines around like so. For the sword handle, in here it's pretty dark, in there it's almost black, so we'll just leave that. That's part of his hand. Let's draw the sword now. Let's finish the sword. Bumps in, out, in. Let's bring that up to there. Cross, down, cross. I'm just going to bring that into there, and then I'm going to just thicken it up. This side's a lot thinner than the under edge. So you see more of this sort of side, it's thicker. So let's just follow this and try and keep it the same thickness if we can. And then down to there. With this part, it's quite tricky, so I'm just going to sort of draw a bit of a, construct this up with some halfway lines. So this looks like it comes half. There's a shape that comes up like this, and then that curves in there, and that curves in there, and that curves around, comes out like that. So I'm doing it in pencil, and I would suggest you do too, just to help you get it all looking good. And that's like a curve, so I'm just drawing a light curve there. And I've got, there's 3 pieces in here, 1, 2, there. And then this bit curves back and in like this. And then we've got some triangles. 1, 2. Now with these parts, I'm just going to draw them in pencil. So one piece there, comes around, spirals back around, and then that just flows up into there like that. This one is a spiral that comes around into there, and then spirals back and around like this. And then this one just comes around. And then that spirals around like that. This one here comes around, comes to a point, comes back, comes to another little point, like so. Alright, I'm just going to outline these main ones here that I've drawn.